Stacy Hunsucker, a quiet name, an ordinary morning, a body collapsing without warning, paramedics confused, a healthy man dying in plain sight, no blood, no wounds, only panic in the room, a wife screaming for help, neighbors watching from doorways, and a question that would haunt investigators for years. How does a man just stop breathing while brushing his teeth? The camera lingers on the bathroom sink, the glass of water, the small plastic bottle nobody notices. This is not a gunshot story. Not a knife in the dark. This is a murder that hides in plain sight, colorless, tasteless, invisible, a crime designed to look like fate, and from the very first moment, something feels wrong, because sudden deaths leave traces, and this one whispers instead of screams. Investigators step into the house, normal furniture, family photos smiling back, no signs of struggle, no forced entry, no reason to suspect violence. The medical examiner pauses. Heart failure does not explain the seizures. Toxicology comes back clean, or so it seems. Weeks pass, grief settles in, sympathy pours toward the grieving spouse, but one detective cannot shake the feeling. Something chemical, something calculated. A pattern begins to emerge: headaches before death, dizziness, confusion, symptoms dismissed as stress, until a second expert looks deeper, beyond standard panels, into substances not meant to be swallowed. Suddenly the autopsy speaks louder, a drug meant for eyes, not hearts, not bloodstreams, not life itself. Tetrahydrozoline, the active ingredient in eye drops, constricts blood vessels, slows the heart, drops blood pressure to fatal levels, invisible in routine tests, perfect for someone who wants silence. Investigators replay the final days, the drinks prepared lovingly, the meals served with care, the private moments no one else saw. The kitchen becomes a crime scene in hindsight, the refrigerator, the sink, the medicine cabinet, every bottle now a suspect. Detectives realize the truth is terrifyingly simple. Poison does not need to look like poison. It can look like care, like concern, like a spouse insisting you rest. The audience feels the chill, because this kind of murder requires patience, proximity. Trust the case, cracks open under pressure, financial stress, insurance policies, quiet arguments behind closed doors, witnesses recall strange behavior, purchases that make sense only after death, and then the confession fragments. Not a scream of guilt, but a collapse of stories, timelines that no longer align, grief that changes shape under questioning. The courtroom listens as science explains what emotion hid. Eye drops turned into a weapon, love turned into access. The jury stares at a small bottle placed in an evidence bag, something sold at every pharmacy, something everyone owns. Suddenly ordinary life feels dangerous. Stacy Hunsucker becomes more than a victim, he becomes a warning. Experts testify about undetectable poisons, about trust as the most lethal vulnerability. The prosecution builds its case molecule by molecule, while the defense clings to doubt. But doubt cannot explain chemistry, cannot argue with blood vessels collapsing, cannot resurrect a heart stopped by design. The verdict lands heavy, a life sentence not just for the accused, but for the illusion of safety inside a home. Viewers feel the weight, the silence after justice. Knowing nothing about this crime was impulsive, everything was planned in the final twist. Years later, toxicologists reveal something colder. Stacy was not the test, he was the result. Investigators uncover research searches, dosage calculations, trial runs hidden in plain sight, meaning the murder was perfected long before the final drop. The camera fades on the bottle again, still legal, still ordinary, still sitting in homes everywhere, waiting, and the story ends with a truth more frightening than guilt. The most dangerous weapons are the ones we trust without question.